When it comes to love, one of the most confusing and intriguing situations is when a man secretly likes you, but is too scared to express his feelings. We've all been there, feeling that magnetic pull towards someone, but not having the courage to take the leap and make it known. The tension, the uncertainty, the little signs that seem to speak volumes even though no words are said. It's a dance of emotions, a game of, I like you, but I'm too scared to show it. And if you've ever been on the receiving end of this, you know exactly how puzzling it can be. It's easy to dismiss someone's actions as just friendly gestures, but when a man has deeper feelings for you, these gestures take on a different meaning. They become small, subtle clues that reveal his true emotions. He may never tell you outright, but his actions speak louder than words ever could. If you're wondering whether that guy who seems to always be around, laughing at your jokes, or remembering the smallest details about you might actually be into you, keep reading. There are signs, subtle yet undeniable, that give away his feelings, even if he hasn't found the courage to voice them. From the way he acts when you're around to the little things he does when he thinks you're not paying attention, these signs can be easy to miss if you're not paying close attention. He may act nervous, touch you lightly when he thinks no one's watching, or support you in ways that make you feel truly seen. But don't be fooled by the casualness of his actions. There's something deeper at play here. This is his way of showing affection, even if he's not ready to admit it. It's a delicate balance between wanting to be close and being afraid of rejection. And it's one that many men find themselves walking when they have feelings for someone but aren't sure how to express them. The fear of being vulnerable, of putting your heart on the line and risking it all, can often leave someone paralyzed. That's why these signs, though small, become incredibly significant. They're his way of trying to reach out to you, to build a connection without fully revealing what's in his heart. In the next few sections, we'll break down these 15 signs that a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it. These are the subtle hints that often go unnoticed, but once you start recognizing them, you'll see that they're not just random actions. They're heartfelt attempts to communicate something deeper. Whether it's the way his mood shifts when you're talking to someone else, or how he goes out of his way to be near you, these signs show that he's interested, even if he hasn't yet found the courage to speak up. So, if you're curious about whether the guy you've been spending time with might secretly be into you, keep your eyes peeled for these signs. You might just discover that he's been showing his feelings all along, but was too scared to say the words. 1. He stares at you when he thinks you're not looking. A man who secretly likes you but is too scared to say it will often find himself staring at you when he thinks you're not paying attention. His eyes follow you in a crowded room, and even when he's engaged in another conversation, he'll steal quick glances in your direction. It's not just a casual look. It's a gaze that lingers for a moment too long before he looks away, pretending he wasn't staring at all. He may avoid direct eye contact when you catch him, shifting his focus elsewhere to hide his feelings. However, the moment he thinks you're not watching, his eyes will be back on you, as if he's drawn to you without realizing it. 2. He finds small excuses to be around you. A man who secretly likes you, but is too scared to say it, will always find subtle ways to be around you, even when there's no real reason for him to be there. He might casually show up in places he knows you'll be, or linger a little longer than necessary when you're together. Whether it's asking unnecessary questions, offering help with small tasks, or simply positioning himself near you in a group setting, he creates chances to be close without making it obvious. Even when he has other things to do, he somehow manages to be where you are, hoping for a moment of connection without actually admitting his feelings. 3. He remembers tiny details about you. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he pays close attention to the little things most people overlook. He remembers your favorite coffee order, the way you like your hair on certain days, or a random story you told weeks ago. Even the smallest details, like a song you mentioned liking, or the way you react to certain situations, stick in his mind. He might casually bring them up in conversation, surprising you with how much he remembers. This isn't just a sign of a good memory. It's a sign that he values you and holds on to the things that matter to you, even if he never openly expresses his feelings. 4. He gets nervous or fidgety around you. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, his body language often gives him away. Around you, he may seem more nervous than usual, fidgeting with his hands, adjusting his clothes, or playing with objects nearby. His voice might shake slightly, or he could stumble over his words, especially when trying to impress you. He may avoid long eye contact, look away quickly, or even laugh nervously at things that aren't that funny. His usual confidence might disappear, replaced by subtle signs of anxiety, because he cares about how you see him. Even if he tries to act normal, his body's restless energy betrays his hidden feelings. 5. He mirrors your actions unconsciously. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he often mirrors your actions without even realizing it. Whether it's the way you sit, how you gesture with your hands, or even your tone of voice, he subconsciously imitates you. This happens because he's so focused on you and your presence that his body naturally mirrors your movements as a way of forming a connection. It's not something he's doing on purpose, but it's a clear sign that he's in tune with you and feels comfortable around you, even if he's not openly expressing his feelings. 6. He laughs at your jokes, even the bad. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he tends to laugh at your jokes, even when they're not that funny. He does this to show that he's paying attention to you and to make you feel good about yourself. It's not just about finding your humor funny. It's about supporting you and showing that he enjoys your company. Whether it's a goofy comment or a pun that falls flat, he's the first one to laugh, even if no one else does. His laughter is a way to connect with you, as he's always eager to make you feel seen and appreciated. 7. He always finds ways to help you out. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he will often find small ways to help you out, even if you don't ask. Whether it's offering to carry something for you, fixing something that's broken, or simply being there when you need assistance, he's always looking for opportunities to show that he cares. His help might seem casual or unnoticed, but it's his way of staying close to you and showing that he's invested in your well-being. He's eager to be the one you can rely on, even though he might not directly express the feelings behind his actions. 8. He gets jealous but tries to hide it. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he may get jealous, though he'll try his best to hide it. He'll notice when other people pay attention to you or when someone else gets too close, and his body language may change. He might become more distant or tense, or his mood may shift slightly. However, he won't openly show his jealousy because he's unsure of how you'd react or doesn't want to appear possessive. Instead, he may try to cover it up by acting nonchalant, but if you pay close attention, the subtle signs of discomfort will reveal his hidden feelings. 9. He reacts differently when you talk about other guys. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, his reaction will change when you talk about other guys. He might become noticeably quieter, his tone could shift, or he might avoid eye contact, all signs that he's feeling uncomfortable or insecure. He could try to mask his emotions with humor or act indifferent, but his body language betrays him. He might cross his arms, shift in his seat, or even try to change the subject. Deep down, the thought of you being interested in someone else affects him, even if he hasn't openly confessed his feelings for you. 10. His friends tease him when you're around. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, his friends often tease him when you're around. They might make jokes, nudge him, or throw playful comments your way, knowing that he's interested but hasn't said anything. He might laugh it off or act embarrassed, but if you pay attention, you'll notice his discomfort. While he tries to brush it off, the teasing shows that his feelings are becoming more obvious to those around him, even if he's still hesitant to admit them to you. It's his friend's way of acknowledging what he's too shy to say. 11. He texts or calls, but never fully expresses his feelings. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he will often text or call you frequently, but he never fully expresses his feelings. His messages might be friendly and casual, but there's always something missing. He doesn't come out and say what he truly feels. He may ask about your day, check in on you, or send you memes and jokes, but when it comes to talking about his emotions or confessing his attraction, he keeps it vague. He's afraid of rejection or doesn't want to make things awkward, so he keeps the conversation light, hoping you'll catch on to his feelings without him having to say it directly. 12. He compliments you in subtle ways. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he will often compliment you in subtle ways. Rather than giving you overt compliments about your appearance or personality, he'll focus on smaller, less obvious details. He might praise how hardworking you are, or how your perspective on something is unique. His compliments may seem like casual observations, but they reveal that he notices things about you that others might overlook. He avoids being too forward, but each compliment carries an underlying message that he admires you, even if he's not openly admitting his feelings. 13. He finds reasons to lightly touch you. When a man secretly likes you, but is too scared to say it, he will often find subtle reasons to lightly touch you. Whether it's a brief touch on the arm, a tap on the shoulder, or a playful nudge, these small gestures are his way of getting closer without making it obvious. He may seem like he's just being friendly, but these touches are often more intentional than they appear. He's trying to create a sense of closeness and connection with you, using physical contact as a way to express what he's too shy to say with words. 14. He supports your goals and listens carefully. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, he'll show genuine interest in your goals and listen to you carefully. He takes the time to understand what matters to you, offering support and encouragement whenever you talk about your dreams or aspirations. He's invested in your success, often giving advice or offering help in ways that make you feel supported. Even when you don't ask for it, he's there, paying attention to every word, because he truly cares about your happiness and wants to see you succeed, whether or not he openly admits his feelings. 15. His mood changes when you're close to someone else. When a man secretly likes you but is too scared to say it, his mood will often change when you're close to someone else. He may become noticeably quieter, distant, or even a bit irritable when you're talking or laughing with someone else, especially if it's another man. Although he may try to act unaffected, you might catch him glancing in your direction or observing you and the other person closely. His jealousy might not be overt, but it's clear that he feels uneasy, as the thought of you connecting with someone else stirs up emotions he's not ready to express.